All right, so I went ahead and downloaded several of those ampersand fonts. Not all of them, because I didn't particularly like all the ampersands, and I just chose 3 that I liked for this demonstration. Once the fonts are installed, of course, you have to restart Illustrator, so Illustrator recognizes the fonts. You remember that. These are cockeyed sizes because I've resized them so you could see them here, but you see Abraham Lincoln, Fog-Lighten, and my own Trofer. So I'm going to select all of them with Command A, hold down Shift so I constrain the proportions. I do not stretch the pizza. And I'm going to Option drag so I get a copy of these. Now, why am I option dragging? Because I don't want these ampersands to be typography. I want them to be shapes. Now, Shift Command O under type. Is it under type? See, I do this so often, I don't even know where these things are. So create outlines. And you can right click and create outlines, or you can just do Shift Command O and they are outlines. Now these are no longer type anymore. If I select this, you notice that, well, that says Fog-Lightener. If I select that, it says that, because this is just remembering the last font that was used. But I want to use these and reuse these. So Window, Symbols. Symbols are right there, that little clover leaf. These are the symbols that are the default symbols. I'm going to click and Shift click to select them all and click on the trash can. Yes, I want to delete those symbols because I want to make my own symbols, and we can give these things names. This is all fine. You can set the registration wherever you want. I'm just going to say OK and select. Stick with that. So we'll call this AMP2. And what should we call this one, huh? AMP3. And we have our ampersands. If I save this file now, I'm saving it. And if I save as, you're going to see I've named it Symbols. Stuck it in my Illustrator file, staying oh so organized. And then, well, we'll get to saving libraries later. But right now, if I open up this file and at any time, I've got this symbol library waiting for me to be used. And let's just go ahead and live dangerously and delete all that. Drag one of these symbols out. We can resize it. Okay, hold down Shift, resize it, say we have a project and we need a great big ampersand. Well, this is all vectors, so it scales beautifully. What happens if we want to recolor it? Choose a color, say OK. Nothing happened. Now, why is that? It's because it's a symbol and it's tied. It's an instance of this symbol on our stage, and it's tied to this particular symbol that's black. So to change the color, we right-click on the symbol, break link to symbol, and now double-click, change our color, and life is good. You may begin to use these in any project. You can get at them without looking for them, and this library is one, this symbols library, is one we should build and put. Remember those custom brushes we built back when in Photoshop and we did them in Illustrator? You still have that file. Do you know that all of those shapes, all of those custom symbols that you made, all those custom, brushes that you made, can be copied and pasted into this file and dropped into this symbol library to be used anytime in the future? Think of the possibilities. Now, what the heck? What about this thing? Well, let's come back. Let me show you. And of course, we can copy and paste this into this file and drop that gear into the symbol library and use it. So we'll be right back and make a gear very quickly.